What's going on, guys? This is Len,
This is Seth.
and we're going to talk about Bitcoins in this video.
So just a quick overview. Bitcoins is this digital currency. It's a cryptocurrency developed by some guy in Japan who used a pseudonym. His name is going to be posted right there. It is digital, and like all the money that you deal with now, pretty much all currency is digital. But Bitcoins has a characteristics that it acts a lot like cash. Whereas cash is anonymous. Now, Bitcoins isn't truly anonymous. Every transaction you make has a footprint.
So why would you choose it over us using a credit card?
Yeah, when you use a credit card, it's tied back to your name in a sense that, let's say Len Thao or Set Sar, boom, I swipe that credit card or I enter the thing and it'll come back to me.
Yeah.
Let's say I want to pay for something anonymously. Let's just say, a lot of law enforcement officials, they say, oh, okay, this is going to be a breeding ground for illegal activities, which, I think it happened once, right? Yeah, exactly. We some of you guys may know.
The Silk Road?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The website, the Silk Road, which recently got shut down, had drugs and, crime and stuff like that. And a lot of you guys, if you guys are libertarian, you guys would say, oh, okay, leave them alone. They're doing whatever they want with their own body.
Yeah.
But let's talk about this issue about Bitcoins being an illegal currency. I think that's
like, where does that come
bullshit.
from? Like,
yeah, exactly.
If you wanted to buy drugs,
exactly.
you're gonna get drugs.
If you want to buy drugs, you're gonna get it, regardless of what you use. If you use a credit card or Bitcoins or cash,
it's just another means.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If we make Bitcoins illegal, people are still gonna want to buy drugs.
But it's just getting so much bad press because that one thing happened. What?
Exactly.
All this drugs being sold through virtual currency?
Right,
it's
right.
Insane. Get rid of it. But
So now that the Silk Road has shut down, we got all these drug dealers.
Yeah.
Instead of them posting like on a website where all the drug addicts, or I guess consumers, if you want to call them, now they're out in the streets.
Yeah.
Selling drugs in that market.
So pick your poison.
Yeah, exactly. Let them be. I think they should let them be. You could say that if you want to illegalize Bitcoins, you just make cash illegal, which is we're heading to that direction right now. But you don't want to illegalize cash. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people like using cash.
Exactly. People like using cash. I like to spend cash. Boom. I don't like my credit card company sending me offers about the stores that I go to.
Best Buy offers.
Exactly. You want your that's like spam.
Yeah.
So you kind of want your bit of your privacy.
So you want to talk about your experience with Bitcoin?
Right.
Because I remember last year, 2 years ago.
Yep.
I remember his brother and him. They were mining with graphics cards and stuff like that. And I remember he was telling me the heat problems and stuff. So tell me how it used to be like.
Yeah. So this is funny. A couple years ago, me and my brother, we started mining Bitcoins. This was like back when the coins were like $2, $3, $7. They were around there, and it jumped to $12. Everyone got excited. People almost had a heart attack. People started jumping in. So we bought a whole bunch of GPUs. We bought 6950s, 69, a bunch of other cards.
And I remember there were certain cards that were like the best, with best bang for the buck.
Exactly.
And they they just sold out all of a sudden online everywhere because they were mining.
Didn't have any. We had to buy it from some shifty dude on Craigslist. We meet him in the Dunkin' Donuts.
I remember that day.
Yeah. So anyways, we were mining Bitcoins through our GPUs, and we were making a lot of money. One time, I had it in my bedroom.
So it's legal though, right? It's legal to do so.
Yeah. Well, what's wrong with Bitcoin?
This whole thing, it just sounds illegal. So you were just making money.
Exactly. So, quick overview about the whole mining process of Bitcoins. When you mine a Bitcoin, what you're really doing is just solving a problem. And a lot of people are confused. They're like, what is this problem? Well, what happens is, let's say I was to send money to Len. So I'm sending money to Len, right?
Yep.
So me right here, sending money to Len right here. So I can't just send him the money digitally and get something in return, right?
Yeah.
So what happens is there's a problem that needs to be solved. That's the transaction problem. A lot of companies like MasterCard, Visa, even PayPal, what they do is they have a bank and they confirm it, right? This is the whole confirmation process. If I send him, let's say I send him 5 Bitcoins.
So
right?
quick question: technically speaking, credit cards use the same methods.
Yeah,
sense,
similar,
right?
but it's it's just a little bit different.
Yeah, but like
they hold the keys.
But like technically speaking, it's kind of similar. Right?
Yeah, it's very,
so
it's very
you visualize it that way. Yeah.
So if you visualize it like that, if I send him some money, the transaction has to have some type of work.
Yeah, it just
right?
doesn't magically
Same thing as you go to a bank and you hand money. There's a bit of work involved. You got to meet up.
Yeah.
And the transaction has to take place, or you use a courier service or whatever, that kind of thing, or you use a bookie. If you think about a bookie, they all have fees. If you have a bet on like football, you pay the bookie in order to handle your money. Same thing. So what we're getting paid for when we're mining bitcoins is paying to solve this problem, which is the transaction transaction. They use what they call a blockchain, and we solve every time a block is solved, we were awarded 50 bitcoins. And
did you get the 50 bitcoins? Or
no.
Yeah.
What happens is it's very difficult to get the 50 bitcoins, and now it's 25. But it's very difficult to get to 50 bitcoins. So what a lot of people did was they joined pools, mining pools, and what happens is the pool, collectively tries to solve the problem, and they would split. They would give you a cut of the 50 bitcoins, which is now 25, because every time the more bitcoins are solved, the difficulty gets cut.
And just to
half.
clarify, when you say difficult to solve, you aren't technically solving; it's the GPUs that are solving it.
Yep, the GPUs are running these algorithms and solving the problem.
And GPUs were back then, right? They don't use it today.
No, well, you can use GPUs to mine bitcoins today, but that has gone out of the way of the dinosaur, as it seems. Now people are using ASIC miner, and as ASIC miners become obsolete, they'll probably use something else. And so back when I was mining bitcoins, I made a mistake, and our electric bill was running low, and there's a bubble that formed, and it popped, and so we had to sell all our bitcoins.
And you had how many at one point?
We had around 50. I would say 50 or 60 bitcoins. And we sold them for like $5-7 bucks each.
Which back then, I guess it wasn't.
A couple $100 bucks, paid for our electric bill. And that's that. And we were done with it. We just, all right, we got to close shop. Yeah. Got to sell all these GPUs.
Yeah, but now.
And now we're kicking ourselves in the ass because Bitcoins is over $600 a Bitcoin right now.
650.
Yeah, well, probably change when you're watching this video. But right now it's around $650 a Bitcoin.
And it just jumped, I don't know, because just like 3 weeks ago it was about 100. And I was just asking myself, like, I should buy a Bitcoin. But it'd be stupid to buy it at $100. Now I'm like, I could have made $500 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and me and my brother, we could have pocketed 60 grand.
30 grand?
30 grand.
Yeah, 30
so,
grand.
So that's, it's all about timing. One thing I learned from the whole mining experience is don't ever be afraid to jump on new technology or a new trend, especially in the digital age, where a lot of people, they said the same thing about the internet. They said the same thing about like Google, like, what is this? Why should I invest in that?
Yeah, back then, like coding and stuff like that.
Exactly.
No one would ever.
Yeah. People have this very archaic way of thinking that if it doesn't have a brick and mortar shop or setup, that it's not legit. But how the hell does Amazon make money?
I know my
doing the same.
Older friends, like 40, 50 years old. Back then, when coding first came out, like, who's gonna put your 1010 all day? We'll never catch on. Now,
exactly.
People code make a ton of money.
Yeah, so that's one thing I learned from it. I want to share you a funny story that I have. One time I was mining bitcoins from my bedroom. From my bedroom in the summer. Yeah. So I had I believe it was 2 or 3 GPUs running at max. It was loud, and it created a lot of heat. Yeah. So I had the AC right next to my computer while it was running, and then and I couldn't sleep. I had the biggest heat. I almost had a heat stroke or something. Yeah. It was so hot in there. We have the AC trying to counter the freaking heat from the Bitcoin.
I mean, it's not even funny because, like, didn't you tell me, like, someone in the news, like, someone's brain got fried?
Yeah,
like that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone
it gets really hot. Like, when people say, like, it's heat. Yeah. No, it's crazy.
And it's a different kind of heat. When you go outside in the summer and it's real humid and it's heat, you can tolerate that if you're used to the heat.
It's like,
but the heat you get
electronic heat,
it has this faint smell. It's weird. It's like poison or something. It's like it's hard to explain. If you ever mine bitcoins and you go into a room full of heat that's coming from electronics, not like a coil, a heater core.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like heat from, GPUs or your computer run.
Yeah.
It is a weird feeling, and it'll mess you up.
So that was with GPUs, though,
Yeah,
right?
that was with GPU mining.
People are lucky today.
So let's talk about the latest trend with Bitcoins right now. Besides the fact that Bitcoins is soaring, which I think is a bubble, but it'll correct itself eventually. But despite the fact that it's soaring, more and more places of business are accepting Bitcoins.
I've seen a couple of eBay postings where we accept Bitcoin.
Right.
Like, yo, that's crazy.
And what's really interesting is Virgin Galactic, the Richard Branson's space company, it has accepted Bitcoins for the first time. So I think Bitcoin is like the internet. You can't stop it right now.
Yeah.
The FBI and a lot of these, CIA, these bureaucratic government that always want control over you and how you deal with money, the IRS, whatever. They want to control, they want to lock it down, but I think it's too late. Yeah, just like the internet.
I hear that, like, it's crazy. Bitcoin's on the news now, but it's always like negative. It's always like, oh, Bitcoin's is virtual currency.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always negative when it's on the news. Always.
Yeah, if you ever watch the mainstream media, everyone always either talks badly about Bitcoins or dismisses it.
Yeah.
So if you invested, if you bought Bitcoins at $5 a Bitcoin, you spend $600 on Bitcoins, right? Which is a very risky investment. Don't get me wrong, that's a lot of money. You could possibly throw away. But if you had that $5 Bitcoin turn around to 600, that's more than any stocks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that's like the story of buying penny stocks and getting rich.
Yeah.
People don't talk about buying Bitcoins and getting rich, but people have done that.
I guess some people just don't want to share the secrets.
Exactly. And you see like CNN Money talking like, Bitcoins? Digital currency? What is that? They're so stupid. They're like the grandmas and grandpas that, they're stuck in their way of thinking. Either they have an agenda that they want to stop this shit at all costs.
I'm sure they have,
I'm pretty sure that, we're not going to talk about how,
that's a whole new story.
Yeah, that's a whole new story. But either that, they're, trying to propagate Bitcoins as negative, or they're just not evolving to the change. It's coming. It's here. That's it, man. So you can't stop it. Just like touchscreen phones. People don't like touchscreen phones, but it's here now. It's the same thing with Bitcoins. It's here to stay.
So the future of Bitcoins, is there an end to how many coins can be mined?
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
Does that mean that there's an end to Bitcoins at one point, or
yes and no? Because as Bitcoins get completely mined out, Bitcoins kind of act like gold in the sense that once all the Bitcoins are mined out, once you mine out all the gold on Earth, that's it. It's not going to be any more gold on Earth. So same thing with Bitcoin. So once all the Bitcoins are mined out, when the difficulty gets way too high, that'll be it. As a sense that'll be how much Bitcoins is left in the market.
Is that a good thing in a sense? Because money you can just print out.
It's
money.
neither good nor bad.
No.
One thing is, because it's digital, you can actually adjust how easy it is to handle Bitcoins by moving the decimal place.
Yeah.
So let's say you have 5 Bitcoins. In 10 years from now, all the Bitcoins are mined out, and you need, to make transactions easier, as prices of Bitcoins, spread out and equalize, you just move the decimal place to adjust it. Another thing about Bitcoins is, just like cash, you can't lose it. So if you have they call it a wallet.dat file. If you have a wallet.dat file that has, let's say, 5 Bitcoins, and all of a sudden that 5 Bitcoins is, that wallet.dat file is erased, or you lose it.
I've heard it happen multiple times.
It's gone. It's gone forever. There's never going to be any more of that money in the Bitcoin.
Did Mt. Gox, give money back? Weren't they one of them?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
there's a bunch
of the
Trade
servers.
Hill, I believe. There's a bunch of different controversies with a bunch of these sites.
Yeah.
Like Trade Hill and Mt. Gox. Right now, Mt. Gox has not gone through. I haven't been following the current news on Bitcoins, but some people still use Mt. Gox. Trade Hill is gone. There's always going to be another digital bank to handle the transactions between Bitcoin and US dollars.
Yeah. So under there?
Yeah, that's pretty much all we have to say about Bitcoins right now. Like I said, it's here. You're gonna hear about more and more often. Me, my brother, we all jumped on Bitcoins way back when. You know, our timing wasn't quite right. You know, as far as when to hold, when to sell, we should have just ate the loss and reap the rewards now.
Yeah.
But that's life. You learn from it, and that's one piece of advice I want to give you guys is don't be afraid to try something new, or get into something new, because the worst thing that can happen is you could lose some money. The best thing that can happen is you could gain a lot of money.
$30,000.
And the experience that I've gained from it, and the lessons I learned from mining Bitcoins, I'll have it forever.
Yeah.
Don't ever be afraid to take any risk. So along with the whole overview of Bitcoins, that's a little life advice for you guys.
Yeah, sweet.
And that's it for this video. Thanks for watching.
You guys enjoyed it. See ya.
Bye.